Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online. In the last episode, we came to Ul'dah and met Lady Yugiri, who is the leader of a large group of refugees from the nation of Doma, which was, until recently, a subjugated vassal state of the Garlean Empire. It isn't anymore, because the Garlean Empire had a bit of a war of succession, a bit of an internal conflict, and the Domans saw this as an opportunity to try to break free of the yoke of the Empire while it was distracted. Unfortunately, the Empire wasn't quite as distracted as they had hoped, and the Empire summarily crushed the Doman uprising, and then completely destroyed the nation as an example to all the others. So, the survivors are now here, or arrived in Vesper Bay, seeking asylum in Eorzea, in particular the city-state of Ul'dah. We helped Yugiri get an audience with the Sultana and the Syndicate to see if she could plead her case and get the asylum that they need. Unfortunately, that while the Sultana and the Flame General wanted to allow the refugees into the city for humanitarian and philanthropic reasons, there were also some other members of the Syndicate who saw the Domans as a potential source of cheap and profitable labor, and therefore were also in favor of allowing them refuge. The majority of the Syndicate saw the refugees as merely a drain on the city's already strained resources, because the city is already dealing with survivors from the Calamity, displaced survivors of the Calamity, I should say, and refugees from Alamigo, the latest nation to be absorbed into the Empire. And so they basically said, we just can't do it. So the Domans were refused asylum in Ul'dah. Fortunately, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn had a plan, and that is to allow the Domans to take up residence in Revenant's Toll, and to provide their potential labor force to help build up the Revenant's Toll outpost. So that is what we are working on right now, trying to help the Domans get transferred from Vesper Bay to Mordona and take up residence in Revenant's Toll. So, we are in Vesper Bay right now. We need to talk with Hosen in Vesper Bay about helping the Domans move first to Ul'dah temporarily. The proprietress of the Adventurers Guild and the inn there has allowed the Domans to stay temporarily while they recover from their long sea voyage and move on to Mordona. So that's what we're going to be working on now. So, Hosen, let's see what you have to say. Alright, greetings. Alphino informed me that a Scion will be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Little good it does us when our enemies are the elements and starvation. An act so simple as carrying a heavy crate is beyond the capabilities of our healthiest men, believe it or not. Pray forgive this trifle, but would you bring to me the aforementioned crate on the docks? There is no one else to whom I can turn. I think we can do this. A weathered crate. Alright, I have the crate for you. Is that the crate I spy in your arms? Pray give it to me quickly, the contents are dear. There you go. I thought my strength somewhat restored, but that clearly is not the case. By the gods, the armor! How could this have happened? Was bestowed upon my father for feats of valor, every scale forged by a master smith, guaranteed to withstand the test of time, or so we thought. The armor must have shifted within its confines during the long sea voyage. Many scales have come loose, and there are holes in the bottom of the crate through which the 4 missing scales I count must have fallen. It can be repaired in time, but only if we recover those scales. Please, madam, retrace your steps and collect as many scales as you come across. Alright, there's a black scale. So I'm guessing it was a set of scale mail armor. I think we may have another player doing the same quest as us. And there is still one missing somewhere. There it is, I missed it. Alright, Hosen, I have the scales. I know not how I can face my father should those scales be forever lost. I got them. Bless you, madam. I'm in your debt. All that remains of Doma now are mementos and memories. I can only hope that when such keepsakes are lost to us, those memories will be enough. Alright, I'll take those silver pieces. Alright, next, Yugiri's game. Alright, while you were seen to that crate, the other members of my group finished preparing their belongings for shipment. Once all the carriages arrive, we can begin loading. Oh, but you needn't concern yourself with that. We can manage with the coachman's help. Rather, I would like you to help round up the children that have been given into my care. My son, Yozen, can help you more. Yozan. Okay. There's Yozan. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ulda? I hear we're traveling by a horse-bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We're just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Just a moment. I have a nasty itch in my eye. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Look for the hiding children. Search for children hiding. There are 3 of them. Okay. Is this... If they're in hiding, I'm guessing they're going to be tucked away somewhere. There we go. There's one of them. How'd you find me? Bah, I guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Alright, let's see if they're in any of these buildings. Let's see. Anybody in here? Nope. Is there a way to the roof of this building? Ah, no, but there's one of the children. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Yame Yotsurugi, is it? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. You must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Ayame Yotsurugi. Alright. Where is the last person? Don't believe there's any way to the top of that. I guess we could check inside here. Yep, there is the kid. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yoza didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horseboard carriage. I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yozen says it's safe, I'll go. Alright, speak with Hozan. Ah, wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Alright, Hozan requires your assistance with another personal matter. Alright, all the carriages have arrived, but my father, stubborn to the last, he is refusing to leave. 'Tis the smell of the chocobos. Many of us find it difficult to bear, but he cannot abide it. To be honest, I find it odd that I have yet to meet an Eorzean who shares our sentiments, other than the waitress at the Pist Peist. Mayhap she has a means to address the smell. Why don't you go and see what she knows? Okay, here's the waitress. I guess this is the Pist Peist. Okay. Folklind. The Domans are sickened by how chocobos smell. Ha! I know just how they feel. Carriage rides make me more queasy than boat rides because of that alone. Why not try using this perfume in the mask to smell? I can't promise it'll help, though. I swore off carriages ages ago. Too much vomiting. Alright, let's douse the chocobo with perfume. Oi, what in the seven hells are you doing to me birds? Dousing them with gods know what alchemical concoctions? That ain't right. They're skittish creatures at heart. Get them riled up and they're liable to go every which way but the one you want. Explain yourself. Well, Oh, what's done is done. Reckon you best make sure it did the trick before you call the old man over, though. Get in there and take a good long whiff. Don't be shy now. Sniff the chocobo. Wow, like some vial of flower water covered up a chocobo's musk. Bless your heart, miss. Vial of flower watered. Okay. You're going about this the wrong way. Rather than pouring perfume on everything, what offends your olfactory senses is do like the gobbies do. Gobbies? What? You don't ken me meaning, or you ain't never traded tongue flaps with a gobby trader? I'm talking about their masks, miss. Gobbies don't care much for the air around these parts, hence why they wear them contraptions. They pack them with herbs and whatnot. Here, take this scarf, splash a few drops of that there perfume on it, and tell the old man to tie it around his face like so. Of course, you'd better hope he doesn't hate the perfume, too. Okay. Try as I might, I cannot convince my father to board the carriage. Have you any ideas how we might deal with the chocobo's smell? We can try this. Of course, why did I not think of that? Such a simple, elegant solution. We should take this to my father at once. Alright, let's see if that did it. It's Hosen and Home. 'Twas a happy coincidence that the Falkland perfume was made from peach blossoms. At first my father scoffed, but one sniff was enough to put his mind at ease. Oh, if only you could have seen our orchards. So vast, so vibrant. Foreign merchants clamored for our fruits, so great was our reputation. It is past time that we move on. The carriages are waiting. See what we got. Woad blue dye. Lavender purple dye. Meadow green dye. I think I'll take the bronze pieces, actually. Alright, they're finally ready to leave. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I will be traveling in the lead carriage, along with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Alright, let's go speak with the coachman. Alright, Hiern Coachman. Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here is another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Alright, survey the road to Ul'dah for any dangerous beasts. Alright, let's take a look. So, yeah, we're going to head south, we're going to cross the bridge, and it looks like there's going to be something there when we cross the bridge. We'll just ride along here. Not worried about the fate. Alright, so what are we going to have here at the end of the bridge? Ah, there's our destination. Alright, so let's make sure that we have our chocobo out. And let's see what we've got. A wandering eye. Alright, speak with the higher coachman outside Horizon. So we'll ride back. Actually, I'm just going to go cross country here a little bit. And there is the carriage. And the coachman. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha! Well fought, madam, well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought the fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Miss Ayame, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Let's see, why did we become an adventurer? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, to go whither the wild rose blooms. Let's see. To gain power. I knew it. That's what I told Koharu, but she didn't believe me. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Ayame, I've got a question. What's Revenant Toll like? Is it pretty? Let's see. It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers, or as a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It's home of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. It's a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. Let's see. It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Ayame, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experiences and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Rowena is the vendor from Revenant's Toll who would hand out like the high-end armors from dungeons and stuff. Because you'd get tokens from dungeons, and then you would use the tokens to get the armors. Let's see. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions for Miss Ayame. That's not fair. Why does Yozen get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Sure, kid. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Ayame. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. When we get the Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Ayame and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Ayame and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Alright. So here we are. Speak with Alphino at the quicksand. So we'll just go ahead and walk into town and then teleport ourselves over there from the Aethernet. So let's sprint over to the Aethernet shard over here. And then we'll head over to the Adventurers Guild. Alright. Ah, Ayame, I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Alphino would have you and Yugiri depart for Revenant's Toll without delay. As past time, Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Ayame. Speak with Slafborn in Revenant's Toll. So let's head over there. Alright, Slafborn. So what you have to say? And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slathborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I am concerned. As you wish, Slathborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Ayame, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. Alright, let's speak with Yugiri. Okay. Not my chocobo. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me. I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Alright, speak with Minfilia. Alright. Here we are. Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Orange has explored our other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. Orange, yeah, that's how you say his name. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here? Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we'll find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, you must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slathborn, Lady Yugiri, Ayame. Alright, so we don't need any of this stuff, so we'll just take the silver pieces. Okay, Minfilia has our next quest for us. Alright, the plight of the refugees weighs heavily on Minfilia's mind. I pray the Doman's journey has been uneventful. They have endured too much hardship and for far too long. Forgive me. There was another matter I wished to discuss. My mother was to see to it that the Domans received a welcome supper. Now that the first group is nearly here, would you go and see if she is in need of assistance? Sure. Let's see what Wilhelmine needs, if anything. Hello again, Yame. To what do I owe the pleasure? Ever the warrior, Maya Cilia. The seventh heaven should have the meals ready by now, though I believe they have yet to be delivered. Would you mind speaking with Alice, to be sure? Oh, and take this wine with you. The adults will appreciate it. Wine bottles. Speak with Alice in the seventh heaven, which is just outside. There she is. What'll it be? Wine or something stronger? How very kind of you to volunteer your help. Here, take these meals to the emissary's assistant outside the northern gates. She'll handle distribution. Alright. Go deliver some meals. Alright, Adventurers Guild Assistant. And here are the first carriage of Doman refugees. As you can see, the Domans but recently arrived. I was assured we would have food and drink by now, but we've yet to receive aught from the seventh heaven. Well, I've got your stuff. Excellent. Many thanks, Yami. While they had rations to sate their hunger during the journey, there is no substitute for a freshly cooked meal. I must say, I was not expecting you, of all people, to deliver these. Far be it for me to question your organization's delegation of duties, but surely there are other tasks better suited to your talents. Though, on further consideration, I should probably consider this a blessing. We have a situation which would benefit from your personal attention. Of course you do. Alright, what's up? The Adventurers Guild Assistant is concerned about an outbreak of local fauna. Mayhap you have already heard, but the lake cobras that inhabit the area along the road to St. Coinach's Find have multiplied to plague-like proportions of late. This wasn't a concern for us in the past, as only proven adventurers tend to gather in Revenant's Toll. However, with the recent arrival of the Doman refugees, among which are the elderly and the young both, suffice it to say, it would not do for our newly arrived guests to fall prey to the local fauna. For their sake, would you be so kind as to rid us of these rampant cobras? The creatures have made nests among the broken pieces of the Imperial airship. You can use these slices of rancid effed meat to lure them out. Alright. Let's go kill some snakes. Alright, so where lure rampant cobras with rancid effed meat and slay them. There is a nest right there. Alright, that is one nest down. There's 6 nests? Jeez. Okay. Alright, 2 down. So there should be 2 in each of these areas here. Alright, there's a nest there. Oh, did you just petrify me? Yep, it did. There we go. There should be another one. Or maybe there won't be. No, there definitely should be another one around here somewhere. Because the circle hasn't disappeared yet. I said it was around the pieces of the destroyed airship. Yep, there we go. Alright. Just 2 more to go. Alright, and we need to find that one last nest. Where are you gonna be? There it is. Alright, there we go. And back to the Adventurers Guild Assistant. And hopefully that'll do it. I would teleport, but I mean, we're just so close. Alright, there's the Adventurers Guild Assistant. So the culling is done? Thank you. You have done us all a great service. While you were afield tending to that business, I saw that the Domans were fed. They are weary from their long journey, and the memory of their lost homeland is heavy in their hearts. Yet I dare say sensed a glimmer of hope in their bearing. In time, they may yet regain a semblance of inner peace. Oh, I ought to mention that something seemed to be afoot over the Rising Stones. Lest you be absent for a matter of import, it may be well to report back. Alright, so back to Minfilia and the Rising Stones, and to complete this quest. Alright. Alright, there's Ida and Papalimo and Totaro and Thancred. Okay. So what's up?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Eorzea, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the Echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Alright. Silver pieces, so yes. We're going to be dealing with Leviathan next. Alright, let's just grab the next quest from Amphilia. Alright. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable, and it is. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let's hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. And we're going to start working on the Leviathan story arc here. Though we may be taking a bit of a diversion before we do that. We'll see. Alright, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.